Revered Swami Divya Sudhanandaji Maharaj, Principal, Ramakrishna Mission Vidyapith, Deoghar, Jharkhand, for the session. Maharaj.
Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. I offer my devoted pranams to revered Swami Kamalasthanandaji Maharaj and also Swami Sarvottamanandaji Maharaj, who were present in the inaugural session. My loving namaskar to beloved Swami Veda Anuraganandaji Maharaj, Vice Principal of Ramakrishna Mission, Vivekananda Centenary College. My beloved Swami Ishteshanandaji Maharaj is there. My greetings and namaskar to him also. And the staff members, faculty members, and dear students of this prestigious college. It is really a pleasure for me to come from Deoghar and just to meet these bright minds. You are the future of the nation, and believe us that all our endeavors is to create very enlightened citizens of this country. And that is why Ramakrishna Mission is working for last 125 years. And it is a very welcome step to organize such type of a seminar, from where you will understand that what we are doing exactly in different fields. Today my topic is role of Ramakrishna Mission in the field of school education under CBSE. Briefly, you may be knowing that we have 8 different CBSE schools all over the world, all over the India. Yes, CBSE has schools in abroad also, but no, we are not having. So at present we are 8 different schools all over India. And I will just discuss one by one about all these things. But just let me start with the slides. You see, the first thing which we should understand is that Ramakrishna Sangha has got 2 twin organizations, Ramakrishna Mutt and Ramakrishna Mission. So it is really twin organization in all the practical senses. Though it is a spiritual organization, but its spirituality is never diverged from the practicality. And you see, 3 questions you can see in the slide. The first one, if God can be worshipped through a clay image, why not through man? This was uttered by Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna Deva. Holy Mother Sarda Devi tells, learn to make the whole world your own. No one is a stranger. And you know, in Chicago, Swami Vivekananda uttered, help and not fight, assimilation and not destruction, harmony and peace and not dissension. So these are the sutras by which the spirituality comes to our practical field. And it is called practical Vedanta. So in whichever work we may do, it is only an application of the spiritual truths in our day-to-day lives. And that is why Ramakrishna Mission stands. I hope you will not mind if I just start with a personal note. Our very dear Swami Veda Anuragananda Maharaj is sitting here. We call him Bodhisattva Maharaj. And just to share the experience with you, both of us joined together in Belur Math. And after staying a brief period at Belur Math, Maharaj went to northeast to a school center at Alo. That is also CBSE school. And I was posted to Deoghar, another CBSE school. So your friends, and so after going to two different places, during that time, not that mobile and everything was so much available for us. So we used to write letters to each other. And one day I got a nice note from our dear Bodhisattva Maharaj, and I still preserve it, and I still remember it. And perhaps it tells you the whole gamut of what we are doing. In Bengali he wrote, Chhatro Shiber Pujo Kamon Cholche. How the worship of student Shiva, student God, is going on. Yes, we are doing puja. We are doing worship. And that tells about the philosophy. Another thing I remember, and I will share with you, I was being transferred from Narendrapur Center to Deoghar Center. So it was an informal gathering, farewell type. One very senior monk who spent more than 30 years in the ashrama with the students, he told me, you see, sometimes students may misunderstand you. But the absolute entity which resides inside the students, if your spirit is correct, if your method is correct, it will never misunderstand you. So my point is that when we are serving educational institutions, in whatever capacity it may be, we are not seeing outwardly the students, we are trying to worship the absolute reality inside the students. And that is why all our secular works become spiritual. Just come to some educational thoughts of Swami Vivekananda. This is very much oft quoted. Education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. Yes, what do you understand? You see, suppose I am practicing a song. The first time, it was not so good. Teacher taught me. Again, second time I tried. Not so good. Gradually, it was perfect. And perhaps my performance is better than the teacher who taught me. So from where this perfection came? Someone gave me in gift? Some divine power? No. It came inside from us, isn't it? So the perfection is lying within us. Education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. So the perfection which is already there, the process by which it is manifested, is simply called education. That is Swami Vivekananda's philosophy. In childhood days, you remember one rhyme, good, better, best. Never let it rest, till your good becomes better and better be best. So this is called manifestation of the perfection already in man. We have to become better and better. And Ramakrishna Mission, through its educational institutions, is trying to do this work for the students so that they become better and better and attain perfection. You see, going to the second point, Swamiji tells, all knowledge that the world has ever received comes from the mind. The infinite library of the universe is in your own mind. That is the philosophy, what was discussed by revered Maharaj in the inaugural session also. The external teacher offers only the suggestion which rouses the internal teacher to work to understand things. The next slide, if you go, you can see, you cannot teach a child any more than you can grow a plant. Within man is all knowledge. It requires only an awakening, and that much is the work of a teacher. We must give the students only positive ideas. Negative thoughts we can mend. Liberty is the first condition of growth. Now sum up all these things. Practically what will be there? We want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand up and owns one's feet. What we want is Western science coupled with Vedanta. Brahmacharya is the guiding motto, and also Shraddha and faith in one's own self. The last one, if you see, the only true teacher is he who can convert himself, as it were, into 1,000 persons at a moment's notice. The only true teacher is he who can immediately come down to the level of the student and transfer his soul to the student's soul and see through the student's eyes and hear through his ears and understand through his mind. Such a teacher can really teach and none else. Now, just if you see all these things together, we have a clear conception that what we expect from our educational institutions. And I will confine today's presentation to our CBSE schools only as per my topic. So, the emblem, it tells to grow into a complete personality. 3 H's, head, heart and hand. Physical, mental, intellectual and spiritual. And this is the ideal put before us. A harmonious development of personality, and that is our goal. Between the sacred and the secular, between science and religion, between love for man and love for God, between contemplative life and active life, etc., etc. So now the ideal is somehow clear to us. Everything of this ideal is summed up in a very good quotation. If you see, let me introduce Swami Sadbhavanandaji Maharaj. Swami Sadbhavanandaji Maharaj was the founder secretary of Ramakrishna Mission Vidyapit Deoghar, which started in the year 1922, and we just celebrated the centenary of the institution. And Maharaj, in his first report as secretary of Vidyapit, wrote this. I would request you just listen to it carefully or see in the screen. Very, very apt words, and this is our method, summed up everything here nicely. Maharaj writes, living in touch with sannyasins, the boys breathe here in an atmosphere of sacrifice and purity. The habit of self-help, which strengthens the character of a man and makes him fit for the struggle of life, is also carefully cultivated in the boys. By locating the school at a healthy place and by giving boys proper physical training, the institution aims at the improvement in their health. In short, it offers to its boys secular culture based on spirituality. And that is the watchword, and that is not only for Deoghar Vidyapit, it is for all our institutions, whether it is residential or non-residential. Secular culture based on spirituality. Our aim is to give dharma siksha, not always the moksha siksha at the primary level. So primarily our aim is to develop the future citizens of India and harmonious development of their personality. That is the goal. And that was very summed up. I have talked much. Now just we will see a short video clipping, and it will tell you the practical method by which these heavy words come into our life. Just enjoy this.
Their daily routine starts at 5:15 a.m. by leaving the bed and end at night 10:30. Now it is 5:30 a.m. for morning prayer. Exercise and drill by 6 a.m. 6:45 a.m. Breakfast. 7 a.m. Time for cleaning and neatness of their own rooms. 7:20 a.m. Self-study in school. 'Morning assembly and classes begin by 9 a.m.
Class 10A disperse. Class 10B disperse. Class 9 move out.
What is the democracy? Democracy is for the people, of the people and by the people. Next, just I will see what are the elements of this democracy.
But they are found in the dense forest of northeastern India. It's an ape. Can anyone tell me what is it?
Yes, please.
Look, Gibbon.
Gibbon. All right. Please sit down.
Now it is lunchtime, 12:30 to 1 p.m. After lunch, students get 45 minutes rest only. And then again the wheels run.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now I would like to know from you what was the economic condition in brief, as brief as possible.
1:50 to 4:40 p.m. is an important time for them. In this period, their classes are scheduled.
It's that a velocity V, the remaining one. It is the one which is flying high with that velocity.
Formal letter meaning any kind of official letter.
Vidyapeeth provides tiffin at 4:45 p.m. It is 5:10 p.m. Time for neatness and gardening. Now it is 5:20 p.m. Most awaited time for the children. Whistle for play.
I have visited the Vidyapeeth 3-4 times and played volleyball with the students.
So this is in fact life building, man making, character making, assimilation of ideas, you see.
Swami Lokeshwarananda Memorial Football Match. engineering versus medical students of the Vidyapeeth. Vidyapeeth has a beautiful gym for the students.
My child, what I want is muscles of iron and nerves of steel, inside which dwells a mind of the same material as that of which the thunderbolt is made.
They are now fully energized and a bit tired too. Yes, they get some rest. And then after, go to the Universal Temple for taking their spiritual breath. O Ramakrishna, you are an ocean of divine feelings, shining and always intoxicated with divine love. Your sight, which sees everyone as equal, showers divine love and removes the sorrows of the world. These especially blessed boys never forget the enchanting tune and the ethos of the song. It is 7:15 p.m. Time for self-study. Dinner starts at 9 p.m. After dinner, a short get-together takes place for 15 minutes. And again their study begins and continues till 10:30 p.m. before night sleep. It's a rhythmic and systematic environment for making their lives as complete human beings.
So yes, I decided to show you this clipping because you have understood what is the method, the goal, the ideal we told, and what we are doing in our schools. This was the clipping from Ramakrishna Mission Vidyapeeth Deoghar, but just take it granted that whichever school it may be, where it may be located, the same pattern more or less is followed. So that is the method. And you see, if the means are correct and goal is set, you need not think of other things. So last 100 years, 125 years, Ramakrishna Mission is doing the same thing. So it is tried, tested and trusted. And it is giving result. Why not? Yes, we can see. And that is why this is the method by which we are going. Now coming to my core point, activities of Ramakrishna Mission in CBSE schools. So let me tell you, there are 8 CBSE schools of Ramakrishna Mission. Before that, what is CBSE? Central Board of Secondary Education. And I am very much proud to tell you that this board, controlled by the central government, is very progressive, very modern in its outlook, and dynamic. So you can be assured of all your standards if you are under CBSE. And CBSE, though it is a central board, but there are 17 regional offices. And according to the geography, a school is put under some region. Our Deoghar and Katihar centers, these schools falls under Patna region. Our Alo, Narottam Nagar, Agartala, these three institutions, they are under Bhubaneswar, they are under Guwahati Regional Office. Our Hatamanigura in Odisha, that is under Bhubaneswar Regional Office. Our Gwalior, that is under Bhopal Regional Office. So, as far as the affiliation is concerned, examination is concerned, these things are controlled by Delhi. Otherwise, other administrative works, that is taken care of by the concerned regional office. Now coming to our institutions. Let me start with Ramakrishna Mission Vidyapit Deoghar, chronologically according to the establishment. So as I told earlier, it was established in 1922, and just we have celebrated the centenary of this institution. Swami Turiyanandaji Maharaj, he was the light and guide of Vidyapit. He inspired Swami Swadbhavananda Maharaj that such type of school should be established. And the blessings of Mahapurush Maharaj, revered Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj, is always there with Vidyapit. It is Maharaj's saying that I visualize a great future for Vidyapit, and I am convinced that great work will be done through this institution. And don't mind if I tell that Ramakrishna Mission Vidyapit Deoghar is the mother of all our other school centers, Narendrapur, Rahara, Purulia, and all other places. So this is the mother. And the routine or experience from this institution goes everywhere with some modifications. This is a very old picture, started in a small rented house at Mihijam in 1922 with only 3 students. It was shifted 8 months later to Deoghar, and gradually at the present campus it came, and in 1926 revered Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj paid a visit and he inaugurated the school building ceremoniously on the Saraswati Puja day. And long history is there. I will not discuss it much right now. You can understand, initially it was under West Bengal boards. But after independence, state was different. That time it was Bihar. And gradually it came to CBSE board in 1964. At first some provisional affiliation was arranged, but later on, 1973 onwards, it got permanent affiliation. And our affiliation number is also very significant, 343-0001. That means in that region, it started with Ramakrishna Mission School only. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and many illuminated personalities, they paid visits occasionally. Netaji came in the year 1939, and we are very proud to say that in 1986, Vidyapit was conferred National Award for Outstanding Work in the field of child welfare by Government of India. In the photo, you can see revered Swami Suhitanandaji Maharaj, who is respected Vice President of Ramakrishna Order right now, and during that time, he was the Secretary of Ramakrishna Mission Vidyapit Deoghar. And now some news I should share with you. I am really very happy to say that Ramakrishna Mission Vidyapit has been ranked first among all CBSE schools in India in 2020 based on the average aggregate score of the students in class 10 board examination, which is called AISSE. If you go to the next slide, Times of India conducted one survey in 2015, and as per the aggregate average in class 12 board exams, it was ranked 4th all over India among all CBSE schools. In 2022, class 10 board examination, the first rank has been secured by Vidyapit students in CBSE Patna region, and the same year in 12 board exam, the second rank was attained by Vidyapit student. In 2020, all first, second and third ranks, and not only that, all first 10 ranks was grabbed by Vidyapit students, and they were felicitated by Honorable Chief Minister of Jharkhand. In the picture you can see. This is also very nice achievement. You can tell in 2020, though students are not very much interested for West Bengal Joint Entrance Examination, but our student Shauradip Dash, he stood first in West Bengal Joint Entrance Examination in the engineering stream in 2020. Another things you can see, National Science Seminar, etc., etc., etc. Now, this was about Ramakrishna Mission Vidyapit, Deoghar. Now, to start with Arunachal Pradesh, and it is very significant because it was government of India that approached us that Ramakrishna Mission should do something for the northeastern region. During that time, if you go by the slide, Srimati Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister of India, wrote a letter. Since my first visit to present Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland, I have felt the need for some missionary work to be done there by non-interested persons. Non-interested means who don't have some vested interest, like Ramakrishna Mission. And the next sentence is very important. In this context, the Ramakrishna Mission naturally comes to my mind. So that was the words by Srimati Indira Gandhi. The Ramakrishna Mission, in spite of its various difficulties and handicaps, responded to this call of spreading the light of knowledge and started 2 educational institutions, one at Alo in Shiang district in July 1966 and the other at Narottam Nagar in Tirap district in July 1971. It also started a modern hospital at Itanagar in 1979. Now we are coming to our school at Alo. Earlier it was called Along, now it is called Alo. So you can see in the slide, established in 1966, celebrated Golden Jubilee in 2016-17. A non-residential English medium CBSE school, KG to standard 12. Our dear Veda Anuraganandaji Maharaj has got experiences there during his early monastic life, so you can hear more from him if you wish. A hostel for about 250 tribal boys from KG to 8th standard. National award was given to Alo Center for best work in child welfare in 1985. Swami Vivekananda School of Excellence conferred by CBSE in 2013. And 3 teachers in different years got national award from the school. Now again, with your kind permission, we will see a small video clip about Alo. And you can see how modern the infrastructure in that northeastern region, and that is the work Ramakrishna Mission is doing. From KG to class 12, we are running there. So you can see the challenge is to preserve their original culture and to impart the philosophy. And that is why these are very grassroots works, if you see. And government of India always wishes that Ramakrishna mission should go to those interior parts so that they can get the light of knowledge. And these are very, very, very significant works if you can understand. Now see the next one, Ramakrishna Mission School, another school at Arunachal Pradesh at Narottam Nagar. So it was started in 1971 and it also celebrated the Golden Jubilee in 2021-22. This is the hostel block. You can see a residential English medium higher secondary school from class 1 to class 12. Admission is taken in class 1 and class 11. Total number of students in the school is 620. And another wing is there, Ramakrishna Mission Sarada Vidyalaya, a co-educational primary school, is also operational with 245 students in its roll, out of which 130 girls and 115 boys. Some visuals of the Golden Jubilee celebration. We can see Honorable Home Minister, revered Swami Gautamanandaji Maharaj, revered Swami Subiranandaji Maharaj. Just in last 22-23 or 21-22 it was observed. Now coming to the school again at Tripura, Agartala. This is Ramakrishna Mission Vidyalaya, Vivek Nagar, Agartala. And here also, if you go by the history, the government of Tripura approached Ramakrishna Mission authorities that one school should be opened in that region for local tribal students. Again, it is very significant. You see, in 1966, one private ashrama we call, that means it is not affiliated by Ramakrishna Mission, but one Shivasrama in the name of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna was opened, and Mutt Center was also opened in 1989. Belur Mutt took it in the year 1989, and the school was started next year, 1990. Here the details are given. I am not going through that how government of Tripura approached Ramakrishna Mission authorities, and subsequently one very modern school came up at Vivek Nagar, Agartala, Tripura. A higher secondary school mainly for tribal boys, 847 students at present from 3 to 12. The hostel is also there from 1996, and 121 tribal and non-tribal boys stay in the hostel. This school got Swami Vivekananda School of Excellence conferred by CBSE in 2013, and one teacher received national award from this school. Now, this is also very important to know that in another northeastern state, that is Manipur, recently one CBSE school was opened, and it is called Ramakrishna Mission School, Uripok, Imphal, Manipur. And you know, this 2023, the first class 10 batch appeared for board exams under CBSE. The highest individual score you see was 95.4%, the first batch from a northeastern state. The highest individual score was 95.4%. There are 20 students getting more than 90% marks in aggregate. All students have scored more than 70%. So it deserves a clap from all of us, and really it shows the strength of the method in Ramakrishna Mission schools. And now again we will move to Odisha. This is also for tribal students of that region, and government of Odisha helped. 100 acres of land was given, and this is also a new initiative by Ramakrishna Mission. And this school is from 5th to 12th standard at Hatamanigura, Rayagara, Odisha. And if you just see the second point, all the expenses for their education and stay, that is fees and charges, boarding and lodging, cost for book stationaries, toiletries, amenities, health, fitness, uniform, garments, clothing, bedding, nutrition and well-being, hygiene and medicine, etc., everything literally are exclusively borne by the institution. For tribal students, they are the first generation of learners, and they are also doing well, and they are studying in English medium. They can keep their mother tongue as one language, but the medium of instruction is English. And we remember Swami Vivekananda's words, if the poor cannot come to education, education must reach them. And this is the reality. Now coming to Katihar. Katihar is situated in the state of Bihar, you know. So the history of Katihar, Ramakrishna Mission Vidya Mandir, is also very old. If you just go by this, 1925, one ashrama was started, and it also got the blessings of Mahapurush Maharaj, Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj. Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj told, Katihar is a halting station from Belur Mutt to Assam. It will be good if we have one ashrama of Sri Sri Thakur over there. And in 1931, Belur Mutt took over the private ashrama of Katihar. And gradually, the school started in 1951. It was earlier under West Bengal Board of Secondary Education, but from 2006 onwards, it is a CBSE board school up to class 12. The present strength of the students is 876. Now, we have to go to Madhya Pradesh, Gwalior. So, Ramakrishna Mission School, Gwalior. So, this was also very old history. 1959, the ashrama was started. School was founded in 1969. But it came into the fold of Ramakrishna Mutt and Ramakrishna Mission in the year 2016. So one school was already there, so we took charge from 2016 onwards, and this is a co-educational English medium school. Now, I wish to show you some messages received from the Honorable President, Honorable Prime Minister, and Honorable Home Minister of India, that is for Ramakrishna Mission Vidyapit Deoghar, because we are going to publish one centenary souvenir. But why I used to show you here? Because the points that they derived is very important and significant. I'm just going to our Home Minister's message. In Hindi it is written, if you see, and it is really, really very important. माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में लाई गई राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति 2020 में जिस सर्वांगीण विकास एवं क्रियाकलाप संबंधी अध्ययन अध्यापन पर बल दिया गया, उसे ये विद्यापीठ शिक्षार्थियों को शैक्षणिक, बौद्धिक, शारीरिक, नैतिक और आध्यात्मिक रूप से प्रशिक्षित करते हुए क्रियान्वित करने का प्रतिबद्ध रहा है. This is very significant. You see, the National Education Policy 2020, if you see, there are many new things for others, but those things are already imbibed in the culture of Ramakrishna Mission schools already. And that is why we feel very much proud. We did not alter anything. It is imbibed in the routine, in the daily routine. Just they are giving new names. Just they are pointing out to that. But for last 100 years or so, these things are already there in the curriculum of Ramakrishna Mission schools. And really, we should feel very proud about that. I will not take much time. If you are interested, you can go to individual websites. You can have all the details about them. But theoretically, if we come to the ideal, I will just read out one very apt quotation by Swami Buddhananda Ji Maharaj. One booklet is there, Ramakrishna Movement. From there, you see what we expect from you. You students, you are our very own. You are the future generation of India. And we wish to see you developed comprehensively, physically, mentally, intellectually, and spiritually. And you see this, I am reading out. It is this new man, pure in heart, clear in brain, unselfish in motivation, who works in a balanced manner with his head, heart, and hand, who has shed all his smallness and illusions, who has experienced unity of existence in his expanded consciousness. This selfless, spotless, and fearless man of character, enlightenment, and love is the hope of the world. The more we can produce such men, the greater is the hope of the world. The world is looking forward to the coming of this new man who is aware of his own identity and is always anxious to discover and worship the same divinity in all others in ever-increasing numbers. And that is why Ramakrishna Mission is working tirelessly for last 125 years. And you are our ambassadors, you are our representatives. All best wishes and our love towards you. We should see all the boys sitting here flying with colors in the coming days. Thank you. Namaskar. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Thank you, Maharaj, for your valuable words. I express my heartfelt gratitude and pranams to you. Now, for the technical session 1, we have the second event, Role of Ramakrishna Mission in the Field of School Education under West Bengal Board and Council. For this, I would like to call upon Revered Swami Ishteshanandaji Maharaj, Headmaster, Ramakrishna Mission Vidyalaya, Narendrapur.
जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः. We offer our humble pranam to Holy Mother Sri Sarada Devi, and I offer my humble pranam to also revered Swami Kamalasthananji Maharaj, principal of this prestigious college. My humble pranam to revered Bedarunaganandaji Maharaj, vice principal of this college, and Swami Dibbasudhanandaji Maharaj. My humble pranam to him. Today, my topic is role of Ramakrishna Mission in the field of school education under the aegis of West Bengal Board and Higher Secondary Council. এই বিষয়ের উপর বলার জন্য বাংলা ভাষাটাকেই ঠিক মনে হচ্ছে। প্রয়োজনের সুবিধার্থে বাংলা এবং ইংরেজি বেশ কিছু কথা ইংরেজিতেও বলতে হবে। আর টেকনোলজির এই সুবিধা নেবার সঙ্গে সঙ্গে মোবাইল ফোন থেকেও কিছু কথা বলতে হবে, যার মধ্যে থেকে আমরা বুঝতে পারবো যে পশ্চিমবঙ্গের এই অবস্থাটা রামকৃষ্ণ মিশনের এই 125 বছরে শিক্ষাক্ষেত্রে কী অবদান রয়েছে। প্রথমে একটা ছোট্ট ঘটনা দিয়ে শুরু করি। পশ্চিমবঙ্গের রাজধানী কলকাতার যে শিক্ষার সমস্ত বিভাগীয় কাজকর্ম যেখান থেকে শুরু হয় বা করা হয় তা আমাদেরই কলকাতার বিকাশ ভবন। এই বিকাশ ভবনের শিক্ষা দপ্তরের বিদ্যালয় শিক্ষা দপ্তরে একজন রামকৃষ্ণ মিশনের বিদগ্ধ সন্ন্যাসী উপস্থিত হয়েছেন। বিদগ্ধ সন্ন্যাসীর সামনে রয়েছেন বিদ্যালয় শিক্ষা দপ্তর এবং উচ্চশিক্ষা দপ্তরের যারা আধিকারিক, জয়েন্ট ডিরেক্টর, জয়েন্ট ডিপিআই, এনারা। রামকৃষ্ণ সংঘের সেই বিদগ্ধ সন্ন্যাসীকে দেখেই জয়েন্ট ডিরেক্টর খুব উচ্ছ্বসিত হলেন এবং জিজ্ঞাসা করলেন, মহারাজ, আচ্ছা আপনাদেরই ছাত্র না অনুপম? প্রচুর ছাত্র সংখ্যার ভিড়ে স্মৃতিশক্তি সর্বদা যে খুব সহায় হয় তা নয়। স্মৃতি হাতড়ে সেই সন্ন্যাসীকে মনে করতে হলো অনুপম কে। কিছুক্ষণ বাদে জয়েন্ট ডিরেক্টরকে সেই সন্ন্যাসী জিজ্ঞাসা করলেন, অনুপম মানে অনুপম বিশ্বাস তো? তখন জয়েন্ট ডিরেক্টর বললেন, হ্যাঁ অনুপম বিশ্বাস। তখন মহারাজ চিন্তা করে বুঝতে পারলেন যে ও কখন কোথায় পড়েছিল, কখন থেকে ওনার সঙ্গে সাক্ষাৎ হয়। অনুপমের কথা চিন্তা করতে গিয়ে মহারাজের মনে অনুপমের ছেলেবেলার যে ছবিটা এলো, অত্যন্ত সাধারণ, খুব মেধাবী নয় এমন একটি ছাত্র, বিদ্যালয় শিক্ষার পর কলকাতারই একটি কলেজ থেকে, মহাবিদ্যালয় থেকে পড়াশুনোর পাঠ গ্রহণ করেছে। মহারাজ খুব সবিস্ময়ে জয়েন্ট ডিরেক্টরকে জিজ্ঞাসা করলেন, কি বলুন তো, কেন হঠাৎ অনুপমের কথা এলো? জয়েন্ট ডিরেক্টর কথা বলতে গিয়ে খুব উচ্ছ্বসিত হলেন, খুব উচ্ছ্বসিত কণ্ঠে বললেন, আরে অনুপম তো দারুণ কাজ করছে। এই কথা শোনার পর মহারাজ আরও অবাক হলেন। অনুপম খুব মেধাবী ছাত্র নয়, আর 5টা সাধারণ ছাত্রদের মতোই অতি সাধারণ একটি ছাত্র। সে এমন কি করলো যে কারণে শিক্ষা দপ্তর থেকে কোনো আধিকারিকের কাছ থেকে এই কথা শুনতে হচ্ছে? মনে মনে কিন্তু আনন্দই পাচ্ছেন যে রামকৃষ্ণ মিশনের একটি ছাত্র এভাবে প্রশংসিত হচ্ছে। মহারাজ সবিস্তারে জানার জন্য আরেকবার জয়েন্ট ডিরেক্টরকে রিকোয়েস্ট করলেন, অনুরোধ করলেন। তখন জয়েন্ট ডিরেক্টর বলছেন যে অনুপম বর্তমানে বাঁকুড়া জেলার একটি প্রত্যন্ত গ্রামের প্রাথমিক বিদ্যালয়ের শিক্ষক। কথাটা শুনলে নিশ্চয়ই আমাদের ধারণা হবে এতে রামকৃষ্ণ মিশনের সন্ন্যাসী যারা কাজ করছেন বিদ্যালয়, মহাবিদ্যালয়, অন্যান্য ক্ষেত্রে খুব গর্ববোধ করার কিছু নেই। কারণ রামকৃষ্ণ সংঘের যারা ছাত্র, যারা বিভিন্ন প্রতিষ্ঠানে পড়াশুনো করে এবং দীর্ঘ 125 বছর ধরে রামকৃষ্ণ সংঘ যাদের সেবাদান করছে, সে সমস্ত ছাত্ররা দেশের এবং বিদেশে প্রত্যেকে স্ব ক্ষেত্রে স্বমহিমায় প্রতিষ্ঠিত। তাই এক প্রত্যন্ত গ্রামের প্রাথমিক শিক্ষকের এই চাকরির জন্য মহারাজের খুব একটা গর্ববোধ করার জায়গা তৈরি হয়নি। মহারাজ আরও জিজ্ঞাসা করলেন, হ্যাঁ তো জয়েন্ট ডিরেক্টর অবলীলায় বলছেন, আমাদের ওই ছাত্রটি যখন কলেজ থেকে ম্যাথামেটিক্স অনার্স নিয়ে পাশ করে, তারপর সেই বছরই ঘটনাচক্রে পশ্চিমবঙ্গ শিক্ষা দপ্তরের পরীক্ষায় সে পাশ করে একটি প্রাথমিক স্কুলের শিক্ষক হয়। শিক্ষক হিসেবে তার বিদ্যালয়টি নির্দিষ্ট হয় বাঁকুড়ার প্রত্যন্ত গ্রামে, যেখানে প্রায় মানুষজন প্রায় প্রত্যেকেই আদিবাসী অধ্যুষিত একটি অঞ্চলে। যে বিদ্যালয়ে অনুপমের জন্য নির্দিষ্ট হয়, সে বিদ্যালয়ে ছাত্র সংখ্যা 6 কিংবা 7। এমন একটি আদিবাসী অধ্যুষিত জায়গায় অনুপম 6-7 জনকে নিয়ে তার বিদ্যালয়ের সেবাদান শুরু করে, শিক্ষাক্ষেত্রে সেবাদান শুরু করে। কিন্তু রামকৃষ্ণ মিশনে পড়াশুনো করা ওই ছাত্র অনুপম তাতে খুব সন্তুষ্ট ছিল না। ছোটবেলা থেকে শুনে আসা এই ভারী ভারী কথাগুলো তার জীবনে কোথাও কোনোভাবে প্রথিত হয়েছিল এমন গুপ্তভাবে, তা কিন্তু তাকে বারবার নাড়িয়ে দিয়েছে। তারপর কি করেছে, সে আগামী বারবার করে ওই আদিবাসী অধ্যুষিত অঞ্চলের বাড়ি বাড়ি ঘুরে ছাত্রীদের ডেকে এনেছে। খুব সহজ কাজ নয়। গ্রাম বাংলার আদিবাসী অধ্যুষিত একটি গ্রামে বাবা মায়েদের না বোঝালে ছাত্রছাত্রীদের বিদ্যালয়ে ডেকে আনা সুবিধের নয়। ছাত্রছাত্রীদের আনার জন্য বাবা মাকে যথেষ্ট পরিমাণে বোঝাতে হয়েছে, ধীরে ধীরে বোঝাতে সক্ষম হয়েছে। আগামী পরবর্তী 3 বছরে সেই বিদ্যালয়ের ছাত্রছাত্রীর সংখ্যা হয়ে দাঁড়ায় 243। 6 থেকে 7 জনের মধ্যে থেকে সেটি 3 বছরে 243 হয়ে দাঁড়ায়। এবং এহেন খবরে বিদ্যালয় শিক্ষা দপ্তর তারা অত্যন্ত উচ্ছ্বসিত হয় এবং অনুপম বিশ্বাস তাকে বিশেষভাবে ডেকে পুরস্কৃত করা হয়। ওই বিদগ্ধ সন্ন্যাসী যিনি শিক্ষা দপ্তরে গিয়েছিলেন, তিনি এতক্ষণে বুঝতে পারলেন কেন অনুপমকে নিয়ে গর্ব করা যায়, কেন অনুপমের এই সাফল্যে উচ্ছ্বসিত হওয়া যায়। রামকৃষ্ণ মিশন বিদ্যালয় এই পশ্চিমবঙ্গে অর্থাৎ মধ্যশিক্ষা পর্ষদের অনুমোদন প্রাপ্ত যে বিদ্যালয়গুলি রয়েছে, সেটি গোটা পশ্চিমবঙ্গে 17টি। খুব বলা বাহুল্য, এই 17টি বিদ্যালয় কিন্তু আমাদের এই বিপুল জনসংখ্যার এই প্রদেশে তা কিন্তু শিক্ষা ধারাটাকে পরিবর্তন করার পক্ষে সচেষ্ট নয়। শিক্ষাধারার পরিবর্তন করবে কারা? করবে তোমাদের মতো ছাত্ররা যারা মহাবিদ্যালয়ে পড়ছে, বা তোমাদের ছোট যারা ওই পাশের বাড়ির বিদ্যালয়ে পড়ছে। রামকৃষ্ণ মিশন থেকে শিক্ষাপ্রাপ্ত দীক্ষাপ্রাপ্ত এমন সৈনিক যারা, স্বামী বিবেকানন্দের সৈনিক যারা, তারা এই কথাগুলিকে পৌঁছে দেবে, এই ভাবনাটাকে পৌঁছে দেবে গোটা পশ্চিমবঙ্গের গ্রাম থেকে গ্রামান্তরে, প্রত্যন্ত গ্রামে। তবেই